Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Beg Brigade. Welcome back to Mornings with Jesus and our daily devotionals. Today is Wednesday, July 13th. I'm hitting my stride with my pre-records. If you're new to the channel, our devotionals start with a Bible verse, then an inspirational story, and then end with a faith step. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to just get right to it, okay? Here we go. Bible verse first. I will celebrate my weakness, for when I'm weak, I sense more deeply the mighty power of Christ living in me. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Now our inspirational story. When I asked to lead a medical team to Uganda, I felt completely ill-equipped. I'm not a travel agent, and I have zero medical background. Yet the Bible is full of stories of God using unlikely leaders, such as Moses, who was a poor speaker, Matthew, who was a tax collector, and even Jesus. Israel expected a mighty warrior, not a baby born in a manger who died on a cross. So I clung to these examples. Our medical missions team made it safely to Africa, and I had a successful 10 days of providing medical services for a community of 3,500 children. Then it was time to go home. After a 10-hour drive to catch a midnight flight, we hit a barrier. As we tried to check in, the airline agents could not find our reservations. Panic ensued. Exhausted people started shouting at me to help. Overwhelmed, I shut down. A strong leader would have taken control, not shrunk back. Then I silently prayed, Jesus, help. A calm airline employee pulled me out of the fray to a quiet spot and rearranged our flights home. I really had no explanation for this resolution other than God's intervention. This example of Jesus using me when I felt help useless has reminded me of how he uses my weakness to show himself strong. It takes courage to allow Jesus to use me, especially in situations where I feel inadequate. But he can use anyone. In fact, the weaker the better, because his mighty power working in me gives him all the glory. Jeannie Blackmere. Faith step. Write about a time when you experienced Jesus' strength in the midst of your weakness. This one was for me, y'all. Earlier this year, I fell into one of those little depressions that you get into in life. And then I gave up on my devotions. I had started in January, and then I forget what month it was. February, I think I stopped for a few weeks. I stopped. And then the good Lord blessed me with my disability benefits. And so things turned around for me. And then some of my subscribers, I can't even remember which one, said, could you bring the devotions back? Could you please bring the devotions back? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I will. I will bring them back. Because I had already been feeling that pull and feeling that voice in my head saying, you know, you're better now. You're better. You're out of this funk. You need to do what you were called to do to begin with. You need to do what you were told to do to begin with. And make no mistake, God told me to do devotionals for my channel. Trust me, I when I started this channel, that was not the intention. So I was weak for a while, and then someone needed me to be strong again and start these again. And I suddenly, you know, in my weakness, felt strong because someone needed me. And it's not the same as this story. It's not. But that's where it took me back to. That's where the story took me back to, that moment where I was weak and depressed, and then things turned around, and then, you know, more than one person asked me to bring the devotions back. And then, of course, I felt that tug, you know, the way only Jesus could speak to you in symbols and feelings, you know, and you just know that's what you're being told. And it's been such a blessing. So, and the prayers for me and the prayers for the other people that have needed prayers, it's obviously been a very powerful blessing to not just me and my family, but to the other people that have asked for prayer. It's wow. It's been wonderful, and it's working for other people as well as myself. And I'm so glad that I listened, and I'm so glad that I, you know, started doing these again, because I didn't realize how much I needed it, as well as other people needed it. So thank you, those of you that asked for them back. And I'm just glad that I was listening and did what I was told and did what I was asked. So God bless you all. Thank you for not judging me for getting teary-eyed. It happens when something touches your heart like that, when it speaks to you. But God bless you. I'll see y'all on the next video. I love y'all. So does Jesus. Have a good day. Bye.